We begin our meditation today on day 33 of our 40-day Observance 2024. Let's center in the consciousness space, in the awareness of pure being. Just pure being, beingness. That's your essential nature, just being. And observe the enormity of the mental space. Observe the energy of the mental space. It's an energy space in the consciousness. Observe. You can produce a thought in there, an emotion in there, an image in there, an idea in there, a desire in there. And the one who does it is the ego. Observe the ego in the consciousness space. It's a doer, the perceived doer. Can you feel that? Can you feel your power to do? To create a thought? To be a thinker? Observe. It's an energy. Thinking is an instrument. Manas. But don't limit it. Expand that mental space infinitely, because you exist in an infinite mind. You exist in God's mind. And essentially, your mental nature is the same as the divine. Keep that expansion of mental awareness. No need to create a thought. Just stay in the beauty and peacefulness and restfulness of that energy space, that pranic space. That's your most powerful space of being. Therein lies the ego or ahankar. Therein lies the manas function and the buddhi function, the thinking function and the reasoning function. It's a powerful, powerful area. It's sacred space. Acknowledge it as sacred space. Now come a little lower down to the heart area, to the chest, to the center of the chest, where you can feel emotions. And open up that space with the mind, with the ego, and the power of will, intention. Willpower is called Ichha Shakti, it's a power you have. Open up that space, intentionally, consciously. And allow the love from within your heart to flow without an object. Just being loving. Just being loving. As a seeker, you should be able to do that now, just to be loving without an object. Then you'll be being like the divine. Good, I can feel that energy from you. So keep that flowing. Just loving to the maximum that your heart can open up to. Open the heart in and to the divine. Can you feel Kundalini Shakti in your heart? Can you feel that she warms up the hands? She warms up the skin. She empowers your touch. The heart center is a center of touch, feeling, skin awareness. Allow yourself to completely open yourself to that space. And your attitude should be, I open my heart that the infinite love of the divine may flow in and through me. So you create an ideal. I open my heart that the infinite love, the endless love, the pure love will flow in and through me, into my being and through my being. So can you observe how your mental field has opened up to the heart, and the heart has opened up to the mental field? Keep that beautiful mind-heart connection. That is at the center of your soul being, your astral being. And that lights up your pranic body. Pranamaya kosha, it lights it up. The more sattva you can produce there, the more goodness, the more nobility, and the more light you can produce there. With all the shades of loving, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. The more you will light up your energy aura. Just enjoy this, just continuously enjoy this. And just reflect on how beautiful this is. And just feel gratitude. Gratitude is a heart quality. Just feel gratitude for the extent to which your heart can open. And feel gratitude to the field that you're in now. And stay in that. Can you stay in that continuously? Do you want to stay in that continuously? Will you intend to stay in that continuously? That you can keep it beyond the sitting meditation? Now let's let the magic happen in the physical area. Come down to the navel chakra, the umbilical area. And just breathe into that, because that's how you can come in deeper communication with your physical body, the vehicle, the vessel, the instrument, the animal body. And fill it with the warmth of the firepower and the light of your love and the goodness of your mind. Build that relationship with your animal body. It's nature's gift to you. Can you feel that warmth flowing through the thighs, to the pelvic area, to the hands? Beautiful, beautiful. And go a little further, those of you who can tap into the nourishment of the sacral chakra, the ojas power. Just breathe with the awareness of the sacral, the heart, and the brow, the manas. And the magic happens of another level of nourishment. May you be gifted with this. No, 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 no. Stay in the expansivity. You're too much into the focus. Always remember that you must experience this in the expansiveness of your love and the mind. Don't narrow the focus. Open the heart, open the mind. The mind is contracting. Open the mind. Open the mind. Everything can coexist. All your actions can coexist in an expansive mental field. You're a multidimensional being. Right, that's better. Just breathe with a loving heart, an open mind, right down to the sacral area. And the nadi that connects the sacral area right up to the brow is called Vajrayani nadi. Right, keep that going as you're doing. And then go right down to the root in the perineum area, because then you will feel the physical body, the gross body, in a more powerful way, more tangible way. And you can breathe from there right up along the column, observing the prana, Kundalini prana. Some of us, we will not need to contract the perineum muscle, and some of us will need to. Now I'm going to leave you in this silence and work with me in the inner space. Remember that you are in my field and I'm in yours. Let's do this together, that we may keep the field full of energy and full of light. You've done well to maintain this space. Now, without losing the center, continuing the strength of your meditation, open your awareness with the eyes closed to the field around you. Become conscious of the field, the physical field, and its energy. Become aware, and you can do that through the gross body. Begin to focus once again on the gross body, but observing its grossness, its weight, its warmth, its posture, and its connection to the elements of nature. It's an earth body. It's connected to the elements of nature. Observe the body's connection to the earth. That's a root chakra experience. Associated with a sense of smell. Just breathe into the root, bringing a little more oxygen into the lungs. Just breathe into the root and observe the connection of the body, the soul, and nature. And then breathe into the sacral area, observing the body's connection with the water element, with the taste. Can you feel the presence of water in the body, in the atmosphere? And come to the navel area and breathe into it. More oxygen into the lungs. And observe the body's connection with the fire element, light and warmth, heat. Build once again the digestive power of Agni, the firepower of vitality. Observe the enormity of the enteric nervous system, the guts nervous system. And observe how you can build a nerve power in that area. That's through the breath. And so you strengthen the core power of the body for the day. It's the fire element. And come up to the heart. The fire element is associated with seeing, so your sensing of the light will become even greater with the navel recharge. Then come to the heart and just breathe into the center of the chest. And for those of you who are more conscious, you will feel a knot of nadis there. It's a chakra. And you can recharge the plexus of the heart by breathing with more gross awareness, more oxygen into the lungs, more prana. And nourish the heart plexus. You'll have greater stability of the emotional area. This area is associated with touch. You will feel that your touch has more power. You'll feel more skin awareness, the warmth of the prana in the body. and that's associated with the earth, with the fire, with the air element, the heart. Lung power. And come up to the throat as you breathe into it with manas awareness, brow awareness, medulla awareness. And let's breathe into it and hold energy in the throat area. For some of us, we can do the chin lock there, Jalandhara Bandha. And we feel a beautiful recharge in the throat area, throat plexus. And then you can feel your eyes being strengthened. Your hearing being strengthened. Your silence becomes deeper. And your awareness of space is more profound. And then go to the brow area. And breathe into the center of the brow, where you can feel the manas power, the third eye power. Connecting the whole root from the whole spinal column, from the root right up to the brow. And holding the breath in the throat and brow. And so you recharge the brain. You can breathe more of the oxygen into the lungs. And the brain is recharged. Now observe how your consciousness now is more strengthened at every level. You're more conscious of every level. And you feel more energy at every level. More awareness. And now we'll do the Om sound, allowing this Om sound to vibrate along the spinal column. Om has 3 syllables, guttural, A, palatal, U, and labial, Ma, Auma. So breathing out through the nostrils and breathing in through the nostrils. And now we will do our centering prayer as we affirm our intention for this day. I center my consciousness in the source of my being, the God within me, that source of infinite peace, love, goodness, wisdom, and vitality. I stay centered there with my intention that my every thought in this day, my every word, my every action be full of goodness, that I may be a blessing to my world today. I give thanks for all the blessings I've received from my gracious universe, and I pray to stay aligned to divine will. Om Shanti, peace. Shanti, peace. Shanti, peace. Namaskar everyone and welcome to day 33. Today we explore our relationship with Kundalini Shakti. As you can see in the meditation, she makes yoga come alive. You can imagine yoga without Kundalini Shakti. Oh my God. And you can observe the difference when she appears into space and she makes yoga alive. She turns it into Maha-yoga. A magical yoga where all yoga comes alive. Physical yoga comes alive, Hatha, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Laya Yoga, Mantra Yoga. You can name all of them. They come alive in you at every chakra. She's driving the evolutionary journey. I've been telling you this. She's driving the evolutionary journey. You are thinking that you are the seeker. She's driving the seeking. So who is the seeker? She is driving the seeking. She created the game. She created the veil of Maya. She has pulled the wool of Maya over her eyes to be in a game, and we are a consequence of that game. The ego being created, the false sense of I, the false doer is a result of her Maya. So who is in the game? Who is seeking? Who is the seeker? Kundalini is the seeker. You have the false idea that you are seeking. It's only ignorance. You think this I is existing only because of ignorance. This I will disappear. This I has no future. You build the I continuously. That's how we are conditioned to believe, to build the I. But the I has no future. Ahankara has no future. Look how we embellish the I. How crazy our world is. Our whole education system is about building the ego. And life around us is all about ego. Possession, power, lust, greed, hate, aggression, violence. Look in your world. It's the false ego at work. Phantom power, not real power. So when will we wake up to realize that she is a doer, not us, and our ego has a false sense of doership, and we continuously feed the ego, nourish the ego. I am sick. I'm a failure. I'm the victor. I know more than you. I want to have more than you. And we feed competition. We feed competition. There's always a victor and a loser in competition. But when competitors can realize that losing and winning is part of a play, then they will play the game. So it doesn't matter whether they win or lose, the joy is in the game. That's true awareness of competition. But she has us in display. And the more we can wake up to realize that the ego has no real power, and it only delays the freedom by thinking it has power. So let's examine your relationship with Kundalini Shakti. Do you have any relationship at all with her? Does your ego predominate, or does her power predominate? When you sing with me, observe what happens. You lose your ego for the moment. You're rocking away with me, egoless, totally in my play of energy, which is her. I do nothing except in and through her. So when you're singing in her with me. So you lose it. You feel so happy. You come out of the chanting so elevated. But it goes. It goes. So where does Kundalini go? Where does this magic go? Ego steps in. No, we have to eat. We have to work. We have to fight. We have to battle with life. Where does Kundalini go? Ego overtakes. If you don't take the opportunity to examine where you can connect with her, where is she communicating with you? Because when you are awakened by Shaktipat, she is going to communicate with you. Is she communicating with you in the sacral area, in the root area? Root is security, territorial, primal, sacral, lust, greed, sex, taste, jealousy, hatred. Navel is a dominance. When she comes in there, she wants to bring you into nobility. So she challenges you at every area to transform the ego. Do you see the lessons? Do you see the kriyas? Do you honor it when Guru tells you, this is a sacral kriya, this is a root kriya, this is a navel kriya? Sometimes you think you know more than the Guru, right? But she's messaging you, she's communicating with you, and when you cannot understand it, if you're wise enough, you'll go to the Guru, listen to the instruction, and begin to use it. So she will challenge your lower area, your primal area, and you need to observe when she's doing it. She's doing it so that she can express herself freely through the area. She can bring you into the joy of the area. The senses are not bad in themselves, but you can only delight in them through sattva, through goodness, through nobility. Then the animal nature will be transformed. You see how the deities in the Hinduism, they have a vahan, an animal that they ride on, it's the vehicle. Look at the relationship they have with their vehicle. And those of you who've seen the Avatar, it's a beautiful vision of the Avatar in harmony with nature. It's absolutely wonderful. It's like the reality. Your sacral area becomes transformed. The animal nature becomes transformed, and the same food you enjoy without lust, the same sex you have with nobility and spirituality, but you're not caught. The same possession you have, but you share. All the senses become purified. But this lower area can't be purified unless you begin to feel Kundalini in the upper area. You cannot purify here by just being there. You have to find the wisdom. You have to find the navigator. The Guru principle has to wake up in you. The guru power has to wake up in you, and then the mastery will start. But before you can even get to the head, Kundalini will come visit you in the heart, because it's an ascension. So she will clean up your heart area, and then she will begin to lead you to the head. So those are the three nuts: the Brahma Granthi, the Vishnu Granthi, the Rudra Granthi. But only when you reach into the Rudra Granthi, then you will feel the power to manage all the rest. Until then, the best thing you can do is to stay safe by following the instructions of the Guru and the inner guide, if you can communicate with the inner guide effectively. But you need guidance on the journey. You need guidance. And it is sadhana. You need to protect yourself from the ignorance. The mistakes we make out of gross ignorance. Because, like I said, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, right? The scriptures say, he who thinks he knows, or she who thinks she knows not. But he or she who knows that they know not, they truly know. So the moment you think you know, you're in trouble. When you realize that you don't know, when the false ego realizes it doesn't know, then it's on the path to real knowing, because it is the divine that will inform. I don't need to know anything. She will inform me at every point as to what to do, how to act, how to think, how to move. And that's the real knowing. Knowing that you don't know, but that which you are knows everything and will grant you access as needed. Can you live in that certainty? Can you live in that freedom of knowing that she who lives within you, she who is the guide within you, knows everything, and you don't need to know everything. You can't know everything. Your little puny brain cannot know the enormity. The soul within the body just cannot know everything, but it could connect with that which knows everything. So when she comes in the heart, she opens up the heart, and she begins a further purification. And when you can recognize her in the heart, it becomes a beautiful communication with you and her. You will open up more to her, like in the chanting which you do, like in your speaking, like in your actions. The mudras will come. When you're speaking, the effortlessness in speaking will come. You will feel her in your voice. You will feel her in the hands. But the stability of mind and the false ego will still be there. So you have to be very, very careful. Because when you feel this lovely connection with her, don't abuse it. Search further. Go further. Develop your awareness more, because there's more places to go. So enjoy this, and let her guide you higher, like I did. But the beauty is when she comes to the brow, oh my God, she begins to reveal her secret nature to you. She begins to excite your mind. She begins to open up the thought space, and she begins to guide you from inside. That's beyond the Rudra Granthi. It's a beautiful, beautiful journey up in that space. But when you're in that space, it requires a different kind of sadhana. You cannot be caught up with the ideas of other people. You cannot mix with all those negative thinking energies around you. You have to protect your sacred space. The meditation discipline becomes enormously joyful. The being more alone becomes more attractive. The processing becomes enjoyable because you can feel that there is some other power behind your thought. And that is a journey. That's a final journey. As you begin to feel the power to clean up, because you're seeing more now, so you can clean up the remnants in all the chakras lower down. that are still not pure. Where the heart might be in self-righteousness, the primary area may still be there in attachments. So she begins to make everything visible to you. And then she helps you. You have to co-create with her in the upper space. She teaches you how to let go and how to become the perfect instrument of a divine will. She brings you into the posture of instrument. You begin to lose the sense of doership up in the upper area. Beyond the bindu, you begin to lose the sense of doership. And you need to be comfortable with that. You need to be comfortable with letting go. Because if you don't let go, no, I need to hold. I need to know. You cannot be comfortable with not knowing. No, I want another book. I need another idea. I need another guru. You're not comfortable with her alone. You need something to hold on to. No, you don't need anything to hold on to. Just need her in the inner space. I don't want to lose you, mother. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me in my every step, in my every word, in my every action. Stay with me. I need you, I need you, I need you. And that is the kind of surrender that is required in the upper space. So what is your relationship with Kundalini Shakti? You need to examine that. You need to examine that. It's a marvelous journey when you can let her guide you the full distance. And when you can listen to the counsel of the noble. And when you can follow the instructions of the wise guru. You'll find freedom. So have a blessed day, everyone. This is the end of day 33. Have a marvelous day. Let's stay on course. Namaskar.